Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I just wanted to say that I'm back. I was away for a little while. I hope you didn't miss me too much, like I missed you. I was going to record something. I was in France for a week for work, and I decided to take the opportunity while I was in Europe to visit my old home, Madrid, in Spain, and see some friends. Uh, picked up some literature along the way that I haven't started to read yet, but I'm quite excited. This was just a random book that I found when I walked into one of the local bookstores in Madrid, and it looked really fascinating, especially with the title Strange Weather in Tokyo. And it looks like it could be quite an interesting, tragic, romantic tale. And then the other one, someone who I've actually spoken about before here on the channel, Mine Muzumura, who published a novel called The Eye Novel, which is essentially a Japanese genre. And this is another one of her novels, Inheritance from Mother. And I think it's something that probably many of us can relate to as we find ourselves with aging parents and we have to take care of them, and we're kind of caught between the guilt of needing to take care of them and obviously the effort required to do so, and try to also live our own lives and make a meaningful existence possible. And sometimes these are at conflict. And anyway, just it's been a difficult time. I was, as I said, I was going to record something from Europe, but I didn't because I have been, as all of us, I'm sure, affected by chaotic events going on around the world, and it has dragged me down a little bit and made me wonder, where is the end of all of this chaos and turmoil and pain and strife and suffering that we see going on? It was not easy to be back in Europe as now a British American living in America, and obviously facing a lot of challenge from a lot of people and a lot of questions, and a lot of people saying that they simply refuse to travel to the US until things change. And then on the other hand, flying back to the US last night from Madrid, the plane was absolutely crowded. And this was something actually that I found while I was in Europe, that everything was quite crowded, as I suppose I've discussed here before, but maybe that's because I live in Texas these days, and Texas is quite empty in terms, relatively speaking, compared to a city like Madrid. And in fact, I just went out this morning for a little drive to get some groceries and a few other things, and I couldn't believe, I opened the sunroof and the sun shining. It was so warm, and there were hardly any people around and hardly any cars, and it was very pleasant. So anyway, I just wanted to check in, let you know that I'm still alive by delivering this pointless, useless message. Thank you if you made it this far to listening to me, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully to review these books that I shall start reading in a couple of weeks' time. Take care.